Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to Daytona. It is time for the 2024 Daytona 500 Virtual, the third annual race. And I cannot wait to get this one underway. If you haven't noticed already, we're taking it back a couple years to the Gen 4 Cup cars. These things are absolutely beautiful as we see them racing down. So many drivers entered into this race, as every year, but only one can come out on top. You may also notice that we're in the daytime this time around. Yep, this race is going to be taken apart in broad daylight. So welcome out here, everyone tuning into the stream. Lowering down the volume there. There we go. Sounds a lot better over there. Hope everyone is doing well in chat. This is, of course, not just any normal race. This race is also a part of a championship, not the next official championship that we are doing, but an ongoing series, the Virtual Crown Series. Essentially, it's 4 races scattered throughout the year. The 4 big virtual events that take place in CMRSC: Daytona 500, the Indy 500, the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and the Bathurst 1000. But we start out here today. The twist of this series is we're not going to be using current race cars. We're going to be using cars from all over different generations. And we start here with the 2006 Cup Series cars, also known as Gen 4. One of the prettiest cars, I will say. Love the shape. I just love everything. This is, for a lot of us, our childhood. When it comes to NASCAR, this is what we call prime back then. And not to show what's going on here, Martin Webster. Both on track with Curtis Gregory as they both drive down. A couple cars into the pits. A lot of returning names. A lot more names are going to be popping into the session. So cannot wait to see them. We have a full stacked lineup of drivers who practice today. I mean, let's just go into some of these names. Luca Andretta, Hayden Clampett, a couple newcomers. We have Ethan Mingolini. We have Emilio Marchetti. We have Klaus Klint, Brandon Smith, Dante Abal, Cole Bradbury, Lucas Laurel, Lance Nasir, Seth Lee. I don't think he'll be joining us today. He's had a bit of technical issues. We have Martin Toth, Jaden Harrison, George Hall. Stacked lineup. definitely be seeing over 15 drivers on track, but it's currently free practice right now. 15 minutes to go before we get the big one underway. Couple newcomers here as well in the session. There we see we have Charles Wilson. We have Roy Cobb in the pits there. Couple more returning names: Alfie Bevan, Martin Webster, Danny Nasir, Curtis Gregory, just to name a few. Let's take a look at a lap around here as we go on board with Martin Webster as he's entering turn 3. Just aiming a little bit high, keeping it on the high side here, and then on to the front straight now as he begins to enter, crossing over the start-finish line just about now. And noticing how he's staying towards the middle of the track. You do not need to drift all the way up. Just need to stay quite in the middle. Save some time. The key of super speedway racing is you want to turn the wheel as little as possible. The little inputs that you put in, the better. There you see him going through the number 11. Taking it a bit on the high side. We're still yet to see a couple drivers do a little bit of drafting. We're gonna find that very soon. And let me just say, watching these guys bump draft and race hard like that, it is scary, but it is oh so entertaining. This is one of the most entertaining races of the year. This is the first race of its kind to host a commentator, as 2 years ago I stepped aside from sim racing and went into commentary for CMRSC. Ever since, though, been host to crazy moments. We can never forget the first Daytona 500 where Sandra Van Leeuwen and Justin Nasir finishing in the closest finish, 31 thousandths of a second across the line. Justin taking the win that day. Last year, Brandon Smith pulling off the biggest win of his career. In just his 4th start, he took the racing scene by storm, winning the Daytona 500. And we're going to find out if Brandon can go back-to-back. I really wonder. So, there we see Charles now putting the pressure on in the Dale Earnhardt Jr. livery, the number 8 Red Bud car, as he's chasing down. Actually put some names up here. Alfie Bevan. And these times just getting faster and faster. Fastest time there for Charles there. It's a 45.005. Well, let me know how everyone is doing in the live stream there. Hope you guys are doing well. 7 of you guys watching the stream live. The action is about to get underway very soon. Do not go anywhere. There you see Raul Partab in the number 10. Followed by Curtis Gregory just behind him in the number 17. With just 10 minutes to go, we start qualifying at 4:45 Eastern Standard Time. So just 10 minutes left for that. And there we see Gregory now really putting the pressure on. Let's see what type of cameras we have on these cars. Starting off with the front hood, interior, exterior onto the rear. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Same to the tire. Different angle in the interior, the other side, looking at that rear tire, then back onto the hood. We have some other cameras here. We have the interior driver's cam. As there you see Curtis demonstrating the bump draft. A very scary technique in assetto corsa especially, but once you get it right, the payoff is amazing, but getting it wrong, trouble. Now, of course, 100-lap race, so strategy is going to come into play here. Do you save your fuel? Do you go all in? What is your strategy? Play it safe to the end or go balls to the wall? We'll find out very, very soon as more drivers entering into the session. We have Moranti hopping in there. Let's check out who else is on the track. There's just a bit of bump drafting action there. Here we see Danny Nasir and the number 20, Tony Stewart. And roll par tab. Regardless of the car behind or car ahead, there you look at those times, a 44.945 and a 44.974. These times are not going to matter too much when it comes to the race, as qualifying is going to be single car, so these guys are going to be by themselves setting up their best laps. And man, I can just watch these guys go all day around here. I think somebody should be behind Martin Webster. It's Charles now exiting pit road. Looks like Curtis entering the pits. Roll par tab in the grass. Hopefully not pushing too hard to lead these guys, lead each other off the racing surface. So this race, I will say, is going to bring the most communication out of all the drivers. The drivers love to talk to each other, but it's really more in the strategic phase. Helping each other out. I mean, even though it's every man for himself here, you want to make friends early on. And it's up to you if you want to stab him in the back towards the end, if it goes your way or not. We'll find out how it does for these guys later on. 7 minutes. Just 7 minutes left to go here in practice. We have George Hall entering into the session, which I will add, we do have a special livery. Let's take a look at it right now. Special one-off livery. George wanted something nice. He's got the CMRSC branding that he's going to be piloting here for today, the number 12. There's also going to be another number 12 here today, but maybe this one matters the most. Who knows? But a lot of drivers in pit road. There you see Moranti in the number 29. That's Kevin Harvick. There we see the number 70 up there. What other cars do we have over here? We got the number 41. Up there, the Fujifilm. Brandon Smith, the number 12. Ryan Blaney? Ryan Newman. No, Blaney's the current one. Ryan Newman is the OG. Apologies for everyone just cringing. I mean, forgetting about a lot of these drivers. There we see the number 22, the CAT. Number 10, roll per tab. And pit road is looking pretty quiet right now. Let's go back track side. 13 drivers logged into the session, but only one can take pole position and only one can take the W. Now, if you guys watching the stream, once again, we are just in free practice. Qualifying going to come up. It's going to be a 5-minute session where the drivers are going to go head to head in a solo car battle. We're going to be watching those on our live timing sheets in just a moment when it loads up. There you see all the times. That's where we're going to be watching the action unfold in qualifying. Just 5 minutes, only 5 minutes. These guys are going to have about 3 laps solid that they're going to have, and then we head on to the main event. "14 drivers logged into the session, and a whole heap of them in Discord ready for this one. We see Danny Nasir entering the pits. Any drivers we can have fun watching right now? A lot of them are spread a little bit wide. There's Milano. Marchetti in the number 14, making his debut. A lot of debut drivers out here today. Let's just run through them one more time. We have Roy Kopp. We have Marchetti. Also, we have Wilson, Charles Wilson. Looks like he's just reconnecting back into the session. We haven't seen Dante Abal since Charlotte. He's rocking the number 24. Sorry, the number 48. Where did I hear number 24 from? I'm reading something else. Can't tell right. I am so excited, man. I just want this race to commence. I want to know who's taking pole position. I want to know who's taking the W here today. Who's winning it here at Daytona? Make your predictions early on. It's any man's game. But 14 drivers logged into the session. Martin Webster entering pits there. I think the number 9 is chasing down Dylan Moranti. Looking good out there. Ooh, Alfie. Into the pits there. So, last time in CMRSC, of course, we had our finale of the GT World Championship, GT World Challenge. But 2 minutes left to go. I think it's finally time we enter into the chat room.
It's a question for Rahul Nasir.
Yeah, that's me.
There's probably going to be a safety car of some sort.
I think it's virtual.
It's going to be a virtual, yep. So essentially the leader will be the safety car, and the pace will all be reduced down to 120.
So the field will bunch up again then?
Correct.
Okay.
Under yellow, everyone's going to get bunched right back up.
Then I'm hoping that there won't be too many yellows.
It's Daytona, and yeah.
What's the reason to call a yellow?
Crash.
Yeah, but like a single crash or a big crash? I mean,
big crash. It would be more. It would be more than a 2-car incident, and depends on where on track and yeah, if there's any drivers nearby it. So if there is a 2 or 3 car crash towards the tail end of the field, it's not going to hamper any of the racing between the majority of the group, so it would stay green.
Okay, cool.
Brandon.
Yeah, nice.
Is Hayden here?
Don't see him.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, we're gonna try our
He
best
was
to keep
like,
it green
we
as
gotta
long as
run
possible.
together.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Keyword in the race that I did, we had 1 green flag pit stop. After 200 laps, we had 1 green flag pit stop.
Nice.
It was miserable. We had 13 cautions.
Yeah. Oh man, the alien showed up. Oh, dude, it's
Don't
Toth.
worry, I am here.
No, Toth. He's here.
Hello.
The
Right, you
myth, the
scared?
legend.
You scared you
The
can't defend your
legend.
win?
Oh no, I'm amped now. Let's just do this.
Brandon Smith, of
Bring it.
course, your 2022
Target or not, I'm going for
Daytona
it.
500 winner.
Okay, good luck.
Martin and Brandon, I'm gonna share the setup in the assetto corsa chat. If you guys
Okay.
want it.
Thank you.
Absolutely send it. A little late for the setup, but okay, we'll try it.
I just got here. What do you want from me?
Better.
You do better.
I expected more things out of you.
Go in front, Curtis. I'm gonna push you. Watch me push you, okay? Watch this.
Oh, he's about to send it.
No. I'm gonna I'm gonna do the... No. What are you doing, Curtis? Get on the inside.
I need to turn Luca down. He's very loud.
I don't think you can push with these old cars.
Of course you can.
Oh, alright, never mind. I have
Alright.
one lap of practice. We're balling.
You guys are going to be entering into a single car qualifying session. So once that timer expires, qualifying will be underway. You're going to notice that you're going to be the only car that's going to be on track and everyone's going to be locked into the pits. Don't worry, that's not your Wi-Fi. That is how this qualifying session is going to work. So you're going to be all by your lone self. 5 minutes. Set how many laps 5 minutes will take you. And yeah.
I just shared it with the entire server. Well, good luck.
I surely
Thanks.
appreciate it.
I
setup.
don't know. I'm not using that setup.
Whoops, wrong button.
Thanks for the non-help there,
Oh,
Dylan.
man.
I greatly appreciate it.
I helped you, but I also helped the entire server, so.
Thank you, I'll take it.
Do I go with my setup or the one that was set?
It's a trick. It's a trap.
When it says one shot qualifying in the announcement, is it actually one shot or just however many laps you can do?
It's just
5
however
minutes?
many.
The heck is a snow squall? Well, I'm making an emergency.
Martin, I
warning
think the
now.
setup is in the Assetto Corsa chat.
Yeah, Rahul, I meant...
Don't tell him!
I mean, it's
me
not.
do it!
Safety car, are we gonna use the app that flashes?
No. It's gonna be all done by me.
Okay. No, because I was just worried.
Oh, who's the Bud car? I need the
You
Bud
haven't
car.
started.
Guys, good luck, have fun.
I'm in the
All
boat.
right, good luck, guys.
There's
Qualifying
no fun.
underway. Just remember, you're gonna be the only car on the track. So, best of luck to you.
Yes, good luck.
All right.
Yep.
So, qualifying now underway. Who is taking pole position for the 500? Who is it gonna be? Make your predictions early on here. As you see all the drivers entering through turn 2 into turn 3, exiting out of 4. Oh boy, these times are going to be very, very close. I'll tell you that much. Cannot wait to see it. A couple drivers just tapping the wall there. That's what the explosions really stand for. But sometimes coming in 56.5, 57.8. Of course, these times are not the fastest times you're going to be seeing. 46s, that's what the drivers are going to be aiming for. So we're mainly looking at Alfie Bevan. That's the green arrow that's exiting out of 4. Here we go as he enters through the tri-oval now. Here we go. We're going to see these times go rapid now. Alfie Bevan with a 44.9. Followed by Curtis Grogan with a 45.424. Luca Andretti with a 45.238. So far looking good. Roy up there with a 45.112. Andretti pushed down to 3rd. Gregory up there, P4 with a 45.424. We're going to see Wilson now come across the line. P9, 45.997. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Couple drivers more putting in some times. Martin Toth, 45.9. 45.2 there. Still Luca Andretti, yet to improve. Alfie does not improve. Gregory, no improvements either. We do see Alfie actually did improve. 979. But no positions. Moranti leapfrogs Toth there. So far, though, there's nothing. Is that what these guys have? Was one lap the dream? We'll find out. I'm not too sure. But Roydo doing very well. Up into P2. Front row for him. Luca Andretti, your GT World Challenge champion in 3rd. Dante, P5. It's a 45.469. Times are still looking all right there. But with 1 minute and 23 seconds to go, still some time, crucial time out there. Nobody's in the pits. They're all gunning it out there. But we're still watching it. Any improvements? Alfie, purple. Even faster, Dante up there. Klaus improving, P7, a 45.492. But that 44.979 looks to be the banker that might take Alfie pole position and keeping it. We're still waiting on the last couple seconds here. 40 seconds to go in this one. Who is going to be taking pole? Are we still going to see Alfie on top? Is there going to be any new drivers up there? 30 seconds to go. A lot of drivers entering pit row. They're calling it quits. They can't improve. Tough, Smith. They're in there. Klaus is going for it. Bevan calling it quits. Klaus coming across the line. P6 improves. Up a spot. Third row for him. Gregory, nothing can be done. Andretta, nothing. Nasir, nothing. Cobb, nothing.
Please help.
Wilson across the line. Goes up into P11. Personal best for him. Moranti, personal best as well.
That's like the exact opposite of what you should be doing.
And looks like that might be your qualifying session there complete. Waiting till the last couple drivers come across the line for the final time. All right, so it looks like qualifying coming to an end here. Here we see Roy coming across the line, Moranti across there, Moranti, Wilson, and I think that is going to do it. All right, congratulations, your top three. That's Alfie, Roy, and Luca.
As if you have a setup, send it, because your setup's going to be better than whatever I created in 5 minutes.
All right, congratulations, your top three there. Alfie, Roy, Luca. Fun qualifying for you guys. Just want to quickly take your time here before you guys get back in your chit-chats there. Just all the information you need to know, just one smack dab right here. So starting it off, 101 laps. So the first lap is going to be a rolling start, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. So when you're on the grid, please do not jump the starts. We're going to be going 120 kilometers, double file, 1 lap. As soon as we get to the start finish line, then we're going to be calling it green. Regarding cautions, we're going to be throwing out VSC. So if there is a caution to come out, you're going to hear me yell out virtual safety car, virtual safety car. That's going to indicate all the drivers must immediately reduce their pace to 120 kilometers and catch up to the car ahead without any overtaking. When the cautions do come out, pits are closed. Pits will be open once I see all the drivers bunch up with each other, and I will indicate to everyone when the pits are open. When it comes to lapped cars, that will happen after the pit stop phase. So after all the pit stops are complete, before we go green, I will let through lap cars, but they're only going to be allowed to go through once. So anyone who is lapped through the field, they're going to be able to go through, but only once. If you're a couple laps down, you're going to need a couple more cautions for that. Regarding pit stops, no mandatory stops. So be very wise with your strategy. Regarding pit entry, pit exit. Pit entry will be done on the front straight. Pit exit will be done on the back straight. Make sure when you're going on pit exit that you're staying under the yellow line and you're exiting safely, merging into the racing surface. Other than that, that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let me know now. We have about 90 seconds before we go for the formation lap.
Dylan?
Yeah, I saw it. Thank you.
Okay.
Can we pit under safety cars?
When it is open, when the pits are open, that'll be indicated by myself. All right.
Green, or is it leader goes whenever?
I will let you guys know when we go green. I'll be shouting that out.
On the pace lap, do we stay right next to each other, or do we stay staggered as we are now?
You would be staying staggered as you are now. So you'll be going 2 by 2 by 2 staying side by side with each other. No overtaking the cars ahead, obviously. All right, other than that, we have 44 seconds.
And then you just have
I'll leave the chat to you guys.
to race it.
All right, here we go. Let's sing the national anthem here before we get this one underway. And to give the command, we have the man himself, Kevin James. Take it away!
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
Here we go, baby! The Daytona 500 Virtual about to get underway! Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen! As they exit out of 4...
Make it a monster truck. I just put it to max ride height and then made the suspension stupidly hard, and that worked.
Alright, get ready for the command. Get ready.
Work a moment.
Get ready, get ready. Here we go!
Webster,
For the 3rd annual Daytona 500 Virtual! Green flag, green flag. We go racing! Here we go! Let's turn the audio up on these guys. And I don't think they heard me there for a sec. I'm not too sure.
I thought we were supposed to go on the starting line.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Mic check.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of it. So I kind of made the command, but we'll go around one more time.
I was wondering what you were gonna say. We're gonna start finish line.
I did. That was very weird. I said it on stream. The mic was active on Discord. I'm not too sure.
Well, at least the stream got a little practice.
I was going, but nobody else was, so I thought...
Yeah, apologies for that, apologies for that. Alright, well, at least it's going to save you guys one extra lap of fuel.
Oh, great, you ruined my whole strategy now, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, George, I think you have to change your
Alright,
lane.
well...
Thank you.
Almost a technical difficulty there. But I think we should be... good now. We might as well look at the grid there. Alfie Bevan, Roy Cobb, Curtis Gregory, Luca Andretta, Dante Abal, Rolpar Tab. We have Marchetti, Laurel, Nasir, Wilson, Moranti, Nasir, Lentz Nasir, Smith, Webster, Hall, Toth, Klaus. So ignoring the false start there, that was a bit funny. Alright, mic check for real?
You're good now.
Alright.
Copy. Don't press anything.
Let's do this, guys.
Let's go.
Keep your pace, get ready for the green. Get ready. Here we go, for real now. The 2024, the 3rd annual Daytona 500. Let's go racing. Buggity, buggity, buggity! Green flag, green flag. Let's go racing! Oh, a car already off the track there. Some guys already being sent up. Curtis Gregory sent a little bit wide.
Come on, are you kidding me?
Couple of cars off. But the front pack looks clear. All right, yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag. So reduce the pace down to 120 kilometers.
Silly to go 3 wide on lap 1. But...
So already, I think we've just got the quickest caution.
Almost made it, but Kansas got sideways there.
Did somebody? I think the guy in front of me started.
So pit's closed, pit's closed.
Those are spooky.
A bit of a chain reaction there.
Looked like a chain reaction.
Yeah, I think like someone went too early. That's clear.
So next lap, we're gonna go green. Next lap,
single or double?
Single. From now on, all restarts are now going to be single from this point on.
Good idea.
That might have been my fault. I'm just an energy passenger where like you don't jump the start, but like you know you gotta like prepare for it. Sorry.
Yep. When it comes to when the green is dropped, you guys are free to overtake, so you don't got to worry about crossing over the start-finish line first. So, first caution.
I need a new pair of shorts after that. They were wrecking all over the place.
Under our belts. Let's just get the early wrecks out the way. Let's go single file. Let's get back to racing speed. But so far, Alfie's in the lead, followed by Andretta, Dante Abal, Roy Kopp, Roel Partab, Dylan Moranti, Danny Nasir, Martin Toth, Klaus Klint, Lance Nasir, Martin Webster, George Hall, Brandon Smith, Curtis Gregory,
I'm around, don't worry.
Emiliano
Marchetti, the last couple of races.
Wilson and Laurel.
Household chores and stuff, and it's like, 2 minutes before qualifying, it don't make any sense.
I feel that I've been mad busy these last couple of weeks. I just haven't been able to put time in for the races.
Oh, is that Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a long time, bro.
It's just
a lot of
I'm
drivers.
Just doing everything right now. Just the week by the time Saturday comes,
with
I'm
each
like,
other.
Practice.
Get
It's not even worth it.
Get ready for the start, guys.
Start to bunch up if you haven't already. The single file, but start closing up to the car ahead of you. All right, the drivers are going to hear the command once more. Hopefully this time we can get it clean. Green flag, green flag. Here we go, back up to racing speed now once again. Hopefully this time they can keep it clean. Here we go. Spinning on the infield, get it out the way! Oh, somehow Alfie Bevan just able to avoid narrowly. Oh my goodness! He gets it back racing, a very close one.
You just went from in front to behind.
Moranti now having a chance.
That can't be, man.
Trying to go up now. Your top three now swapped up.
Hello, Luca.
Lucas Laurel off the track there. 16th. Lance Nasir possibly was caught up by it. Let's go to a higher camera shot so we can watch the action unfold. But check this out in the back. A bit of pack racing from the guys back here. 2 by 2 by 2. Oh, Danny Nasir slightly touching the wall. The number 11 going down just a little bit, touching the number 20 back up in the
I'm
air.
so sorry, Dylan.
Moranti sliding the car off there. Keeps it green though.
That was
Another one off. Alfie once more. Can he save it?
Corsa physics. They don't work.
He
Keeps
does.
it alive.
Me and Hayden, I can do that bump drafting.
But
without
Gregory
crossing
losing
over.
out
I
big
just don't
time.
want to happen with
Oh, but
Alfie.
Emiliano slides it once more. A lot of drivers
boxes don't allow for it.
spinning out very early on in this one. We're going to let the drivers do a bit of communication to themselves, and we're going to watch this one race through. But very interesting early on, a lot of drivers. Unfortunate bumps, but our first retirement. Coming from Marchetti, not the way you want to go out in this one. But, yeah, the only thing I'm going to say is you got to stay in it to win it, guys. You can't be retiring out early. Cautions can bring you right back up into this race. Right now, though, the top two have kind of just escaped the clutches of the rear pack. There we see a couple drivers starting to make some best friends here. Start some relationships early on, folks. As you need to make friends and need to just help each other out, leapfrog through the field. So far, though, now that the drivers have spread out, the real racing can begin. A little bit of a 3-car pack back here. As there we see Andretta taking the lead momentarily, losing it out to Roll Partabas. They stay side by side up for the lead. A lot of cars, 2 by 2 by 2. This pack, though, 3, that's Brandon, Dylan, and Gregory. Interestingly, the 3 Americans in CMRSC all together at the rear end. There we see Charles, though, on the inside of George Hall. Pitting up the wall, Dante is against Klaus there at the bottom. Oh, but check this out. Roy Kopp from out of nowhere. From P3, takes it up to the lead. Defending with his heart now. Lap 10 of 100. Oh, what is that? The car is spinning its margin. These have to get out the way in time. Has he? Oh, we're going to call it. All right, virtual safety car, reduce the pace at 120 kilometers.
Okay, Curtis, you're in front of me.
Overtaking, pits are closed. If you were already in the pits prior to the caution, you're fine. But pits are closed. So catch up to the cars ahead and keep it at 120 kilometers.
Hold the days of thunder.
When I'm lapped, can I
Yeah, you will be unlapped after the pit stop phase. I will let all drivers who need to be unlapped know when it is time for them to do so.
Okay. Where's leader?
Turn 3.
I see him.
All right, pits are open. You can enter that on the front straight.
And that's the second rage quit I see. That's the guy that caused the crash on the first lap.
Bro! A bit unfortunate.
You okay?
What? Bless you. What?
What was that?
What happened?
Not too sure.
I heard someone yelling.
I think somebody got a heart attack there. Not too sure. Might have been somebody.
I thought Curtis was yelling for no reason.
Lucas Laurel having a bit of issues there.
Okay, we go green now, yes.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Please don't.
False.
Once you're exiting out of pits, you're still 120 kilometers.
And stay below the yellow line until you get to the brake to get onto the track. Don't just drive on.
Correct, yes. So lap 12 of 100.
I'll be back up there, Luca, don't worry.
Second caution out here.
Okay.
I don't know who that white car was.
So, yeah, man, sorry, guys. This is
a long race. You guys are really driving silly. There's 2-3 guys quit out already because people are just driving stupidly, running into the back of people, making dive bombs on an oval, which is stupid. Drive sensibly, please, guys.
Danny Nasir, not
There's
too
no,
happy.
Just pretend it's actually 2006 and you can't touch.
Well, like I said, one that race quit was the guy that caused the accident on lap 1.
It's always good.
Well, hopefully we cleared out everyone and we can go a little more clean now.
Let's hope so.
This is Daytona. There is no clean.
Will you let us know when you're going green?
Correct.
The car in front of me, I really want to race.
A white car, you made it through that smoke?
Alright, this lap or next lap?
Well, I'll let you know. So far, we're still under yellow. We still got cars in the pits.
Can I catch the field up? I'm exiting the pits.
You're exiting, yeah.
Catch up?
You have to stay under the yellow, and you can catch up if you're not near the field. You're free to pick up the pace and then slow it back down once you've caught up. The pack is entering the start-finish line.
Hey, Roll, is there any way...
Am I on the lead lap or in the back?
I will let everyone know. I'm still waiting for all drivers to catch up. Then I will go through the order, and I will let anyone know if they are in need of getting their lap back.
Hey, can you waive my penalty so I can get out of the pits? Because I don't want to repair all my damage.
What do you have
Should be good.
Penalty for? How do you already have a penalty?
Brandon Smith having a penalty.
It's saying that my controls are locked for like 109 seconds anyway. You can just wave around it.
Oh, I think you teleported.
If you teleport, then that's why, Brandon. That's not a penalty. It's because you teleported. If he has a good toe.
I thought they're catching up to the field.
He went through a Stargate.
This is just like the Daytona race I ran earlier. What are the pacing?
All right, Lucas Laurel, you can overtake the field on the outside.
One time or 2 times?
Just one. Once you catch up to the field, you'll be good.
Okay.
Might be able to go green if he's the only one.
Brandon, how many seconds do you have left?
I got 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us go. Come on.
That's why you just tried it. Did you teleport, Brandon?
I will do it on the next lap.
I teleported hoping it just let me get out of the damage part, but then it just left me in there.
That's why
stupid.
You just gotta try to drive it back because it acts like you're like a toe. So it's like on iRacing when you teleport back to the pits, it'd be like you get a toe. It's the same thing.
All right, next lap. We will go green. So the drivers pacing around themselves here. Lap 14 of the Daytona 500 Virtual. Our second official caution is out on track. And Mancini, I see you in chat. Nah, bro, you gotta be in the race, bro. These yellow flags are gonna allow you to catch back up. You're gonna unlap yourself and get back into the race. Getting taken out early on, that's not a bad sight at all. You get right back into this race. We've seen countless times drivers have been taken out early on and win the thing at the very end. It's all about in it to win it.
Ooh, buddy.
All right, yeah, Brandon, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Better hurry up.
Oh, it was a lap.
Off he goes.
Yeah, Nancy was just coming off the pit.
Yeah, that's okay. How's it going, close?
Oh, that's it.
The drivers still just having regular conversations with each other as we're currently under yellow. All right, lap 14. Remember, no stages around here, so we're not going to wait till lap 25 or lap 50. They're just racing, man. Hopefully, we can see some green flag pit stops. A couple drivers towards the rear, like Danny Nasir, Martin Toth, Brandon Smith, Lucas Law, all making fuel stops early on. So let's give him the command.
like a kamikaze guy.
Get ready, get ready. Green flag, green flag. All right, and back up to racing speed. Once again, restarts. Here we go.
Oh, Martin.
All right, the driver's back, filed up once more. Here we go. There we see Andretti having an amazing jump there from the field. And there we see that top four. Almost like they're splitting away. They're going 2 by 2 now into the back straight. There we see the 18 on the outside. Martin Toth almost overtaking. Yes, he has successfully overtaken 4 cars in one go. He's powering through the field, but it is a bit of dangerous driving, I will say. Danny Nasir facing the wrong way, however. Single car, we stay green. Oh, a little bit of a bump there. Martin Toth up there, 3 wide. On the high side, almost 4 wide. The nose chopped off there from George Hall. Curtis Gregory given the block there, but all the drivers are on the inside line. The front pack, however, still pack racing. There we see Charles up there, Andretti, Roy Kopp. Martin Webster giving the bump draft to Martin Toth. Both of the Martins working together. 3 wide there. Moranti on the high side. Still looks fine. Danny Nasir entering pit road. Once more. Oh, a car that's off there. That's Roy. Merges in just about towards the tail end. Up there. 2 by 2 by 2. They go now. The front car pack, though, staying single file. It's really these guys who are just trying to race each other for position. P14, P15 in the pits. That's Lucas and Danny. Yes, but they're going to get lapped very soon. So pit stop strategies early on in this race. Still 2 by 2 by 2 in the back, but there's the battle for the lead. Roll Partab, a dream on the outside, but the number 99 and number 8 on the inside of Lucas and Charles working together. Klaus up there, he can pick whoever he wants to help, or he can just stay and tuck behind, save some fuel. Meanwhile, these guys up here are having a really good time. Keeping it clean, this is what we like to see. Keeping it very respectful here, these top drivers. And there we see a little bit into the wall, though, as Moranti just gets sucked in there. On board with George Hall. Can he capitalize? Danny Nasir facing the wall. Has he just possibly put the power down a little too early? Gonna pass by him. I think, yeah, he's turn 1 on the road course. So he's gonna be very far behind. Damage as well. It's not what he needs early on. But the mid-pack has now started to close their way up to the front drivers here as we now slowly enter lap 20. 1/5 of this race almost complete. Almost 3 wide. They're all per tab trying to find the space as Klaus is on the outside. Oh, contact. That's what we didn't want. He saves it, though. We're all getting a little too feisty in there. Gotta keep it cool. But the car is now all packed up. Everyone is here fighting for the lead. Oh, contact. It's Alfie up in. Almost to the catch fence, keeps it out the way. More cars off. Can they keep it out? Moranti gets it going. A little bit of spins here and there, but they're back on the power. But it now has split up the field. All that hard work going 2 by 2 by 2 all come down to ashes. Back down to the top 3, however. Andretti, Partab, Wilson fighting for glory. I mean, if this was 2006, the whole crowd would be going wild for the number 8. course, we're talking about Dale Earnhardt Jr., but this time around, we're talking about Charles Wilson, baby, making his debut, looking very fast out here. But it is time against the top drivers. Martin Toth by his lone self there in P4, trying to catch up, but not in the slipstream entirely. Meanwhile, though, this rear pack could collect Toth, and they could help him try to get up to that pack once more. In the middle there goes Klaus tapping the rear of Gregory. 2 cars. Klaus there on the inside, trying to go to the middle. That gap was not there, Klaus. Gregory gets right back on the lap pedal. That goes down the order. A lot of drivers being very risky early on. Not paying off at all. Meanwhile, though, Andretti and Partab racing each other very hard. Charles is just going to sit back, watch the action unfold. Meanwhile, Klaus once again? Oh, Stewarts are really going to be looking at Klaus's driving. I just want to say a warning to Klaus. Let's watch the aggression.
B, everyone is coming and...
Klaus had a bit of a hectic one. There we see Lucas on pit exit there. 3 wide. Klaus getting a bit of a warning there for his driving there. Tries to stay up the front. Let's go down to this rear pack here. Oh, that was very close.
To the track.
Lucas, please watch how you enter back the racing surface. Yep. Just on the back straight entirely, and then once you do, check your rear mirrors and merge inappropriately.
Okay.
Oh, there we see Roy up here. Almost going side by side. Get a little bit of rear camera action. Martin Webster, Klaus Klint working together well. Hopefully these guys know after 2 years of doing this one, don't bump the bumper. That's what they gotta learn. Oh, bit of lag there from Roy. Oh, where is he going? Hard in the wall.
Because we never did it.
Roy halting to a stop. Looks like a lag spike. Wow, hard hit into the infield. Takes it to the pits. And that might be his race complete. I don't know if that was lag or something, but hard hit. He might be airlifted out the track. Hopefully he's doing all right. That was a scary one. Meanwhile, though, we watch back up the field here. These two guys still staying side by side. Question is, when did the fuel go out? About lap 37 to 40, but with the amount of caution laps, possibly halfway point. For lap 45-ish. Meanwhile, Lance Nasir pinning George Hull onto the high side. He's doing very well, P7, but the next couple of drivers are far ahead, so he is gonna have to work with the cars behind him as George Hull tries to creep in onto the inside. Brandon Smith down there, he is a couple laps down, so trying to work his way up through the field. Meanwhile, Klaus and Martin Webster now by themselves.
Lance high side.
All right, just want to let you guys know, no overtaking under the yellow. No overtaking under the double yellow.
Roll.
So there we see Brandon. We heard Brandon Smith yell out a bit earlier about Lance going to the high side. He's now lost a couple seconds, and he's almost getting sucked up into the rear end, picked up by his Blackout Motorsport teammate, Dylan Moranti. They're both trying to hunt for glory. Lap 27 of 100. Now, one thing I don't want to jinx, but what we have not seen in the Daytona 500 virtual history is a green flag pit stop with all the drivers. We've seen it with one or two drivers coming in here and there, but we've never seen a full pack dart straight into pits. I really don't want to jinx it, but the way this is going right now, the drivers are respecting each other out here to the extent. And they're looking good. Moranti hitting the wall into the high side. But those gaps getting a little bit big there. There you see on the mini-map, P5 and 6th to P7. That is 7 seconds. Lance Nasir is really defending. Is that the right call? He wants to keep that top 10 alive. And he's doing well. Ooh, closing the door there. Lance Nasir very feisty. Meanwhile, Martin Toth continues to drive by his lone self. The rear end of Klaus and Martin Webster slowly catching up. Bump drafting is working for them. Oh, check this out. Didn't look like a bump worked that time. Luca and Broadbent separated. Charles now. That was the moment he was waiting for. Wilson now able to bounce in. Gonna take the dance to Luca Andretta, your fastest driver in CMRSC, the face that runs this place. Going up against a newcomer here in the number 8. 13 viewers watching the stream here. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on course to 500 subscribers. It would be amazing if this is the day we hit that sub goal. Meanwhile, George Hall, Lance Nasir, Curtis Gregory on the mixed of each other. We go back up. Klaus now 2 seconds behind Martin Toth. Martin now able to find some friends. Roll per tab he sees. Looking good early on. I think these drivers are going to love to have a caution right now. It would really help them. As pit's window is going to be open very, very soon for that fuel. So it's going to be if or when. 3 wide, Alfie now. We haven't seen him for a while. Takes it on the low side. Gets past Lance Nasir. But unable to break away because Lance and George right behind him. Back up the field though. Martin Toth able to connect with Roland Partap. So they're going to start working their way back up the field. Ooh, side by side, door to door, Alfie and Lance Nasir. Looking at the front pack though, is Wilson pushing along Luca Andretta to try to get away from that pack behind. So far could be working. Martin Webster, Klaus, they're dancing with each other. Curtis Gregory trying to close up some spots. As check this out, Moranti helping out his teammate Brandon Smith out here. Looking pretty good. And then the rear end, the tail field, all together. Let's go on board with Charles Wilson as he stays behind Luca Andretta, fuel saving. If you're just joining us now, welcome to the 2024 CMRSC 3rd Annual Daytona 500 Virtual. It's lap 33 of 100. Only 3 cautions under our belt, and we're entering the pit stop stages very, very soon. The drivers are begging for a caution to come out before they dart in. But so far, I will say, this race has been spectacular. 1st and 2nd together, 3rd and 4th together, 5th and 6th together, 7th and 12th Yep, Brandon Smith, who is a couple laps down, is getting the push from Moranti. Moranti in the middle of nowhere right now, so he needs a bit of company. He needs a slipstream, so it's helping him get up the field. Currently, 4.9 seconds, the distance between Moranti and Webster. But they're closing up. They're closing up fast. I will say that. Single file racing down here. That's Lucas, Curtis, Bevan, Lance Nasir, George Hall. A little bit further down the order. But check this out. Here we go. Green flag stops coming in now. Here comes Roll Tab in the pits. Now strategy gets underway. We're going to find out who's got the best strategy out here. Green flag stop starting to commence. We're gonna find out where Roll Tab. Oh, he missed his pit box. Oh, that's not gonna help. Reverse is back. So we're gonna watch the front drivers, the top three. When do they come in? Looking at P1 and P2 still staying out. Third, Martin Toth staying out. Fourth and fifth still out there. So, where did Roll come out? There he is. Oh, he's just ahead of the leaders. Keep that foot pinned down to the ground. Here they come. Just gonna get the overtake. So Roll is going to be one lap down just about. He's gonna merge in. But of course, everyone has to make a pit stop, so everyone's going to go down a lap down once. George Hall coming in for that pit stop there. Just about getting it down into his pit box. Still the top six staying out. And looking at the rear end here, Gregory Lucas. Still looking good. Nobody else making pit stops. Here comes George. He's going to be overtaken by a lot of these guys up ahead. Not for position. He's going to be a lap down now. Martin Toth has his friend back, Roll Tab, once more. So Roll actually didn't really lose any time. Slotting right back up, and he's pushing on. Martin Toth to try to catch up. And Roll Tab is going to be by himself when these couple guys come in. Webster on the low side. Save it there. Don't go up. Martin sliding in. What's going on here? Webster in the grass. Slows it down. Merges back on. Was it an awkward bump that left him off the track? We don't know. Lance Nasir coming in. No sign of the top six just yet. Meanwhile, though, Moranti has made some good progress. 3.1 seconds. Between himself and the leaders up the road. Pushing on Brandon Smith. A great idea, I will say. Martin Webster coming in. For his pit stop here, for the fuel stop. We're about to enter lap 40. Almost crossing the halfway mark here in the 500. If you're enjoying the stream right now, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying this race. Anyone coming in yet? Nope. Not just yet. No, Klaus is. Klaus is coming in. Coming in for his pit stop there. Can he potentially leapfrog anyone up ahead? With an early stop here. If it stays green like this, they're going to have to do 2 more stops in this race. Gregory also in for his stop there. So green flag stops are in effect, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out, though. Charles now in a bit of trouble. But the leaders are coming in, P1 and P2. Charles with a lot ahead of speed. Can he get it slowed down? 80 kilometers just about. Both of them are almost inside each other, just about. So there are your leaders in the pits together. Who's going to make it out first? Oh, Charles missing his pit box. Are we going to say the same for Andretti? Nope. Andretti looks good. Alfie Bevan in. But your new race leader, Martin Toth, pushing along. Roll Partab, Dylan Moranti wants to think about coming in. I think he's waiting for Toth to come in. No, he's not. He's going to come in, as well as Brandon Smith. And they just about do. Where are Luca Andretti? Wow, look at that. A simple mistake, missing your box. Leaving Luca up ahead, but here comes Roll Bruntel with a full head of speed now. Has this worked out for him? He's coming in very hot. With Martin Toth pushing him. Of course, Toth having to pit very soon. So Roel Partab is going to be fighting Andretti for the lead here. In the background, Charles Wilson getting it all wrong in the pit stop phase. Moranti exiting now. And who is he going to find? He might find Klaus. So a couple new drivers to tangle around with. Who's on pit exit there? That is Brandon Smith. Moranti, though, looks like he's able to get ahead by a long shot, and he shuffles up into 5th position. So Martin Toth, 44 seconds ahead of the field. There you see Roll Partab and Luca Andretti. Martin Toth pitting early on in this race. And we're getting some word in the paddock pen. Sorry, guys, from Roy Cobb. Didn't rage quit. Computer went haywire. We did see it. And Roy, that is very unfortunate. Hopefully, though, this is not the last time we will see you. A great personality here in CMRSC. Meanwhile, Martin Toth having a bit of fun with these two guys. Letting each other fight it out. But Toth is really just toying with them. Let roll right through. But so far, 3 retirements in this race. Roy Kopp, Dante Abal, and Marchetti. 3 retirements here. Meanwhile, your battle for 2nd, which technically this should be the battle for 1st in a weird way, but Martin Toth still needs to pit. So he's just following the lead pack until his fuel number goes down. Until caution comes out. But the pack all split up, finding people to work with. Martin Toth, though, a little bit wide out there. Getting racy with 2 lap cars. He knows he's the leader. And all he's doing right now is just staying ahead of this pack. But will we see him come in? And if so, when does he come out? Still stays out. Lap 46 of 100 here at the 500. Almost crossing over the halfway mark in this long, long race. Meanwhile, those find out any other drivers working together. Yes, we do. We find Moranti and Charles Wilson getting together now. Moranti, when he was pushing, was able to catch the field up pretty quickly. So this partnership could help out a lot. Actually, a little fun tidbit there. The number 8 and the number 29, those are DEI cars, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. The number 8, of course, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and the number 29 of Kevin Harvick. That's fun to see. Meanwhile, Martin Webster, has he got it wrong? He lost the position down to Gregory, who is fighting Lucas Laurel, who needs a caution to get right back into this race. Looking down the order, George Hall up there in P9. Alfie Bevan, 10th. Two drivers that could be working with each other very soon. Lance Nasir, 4 seconds off in 11th. Brandon Smith in 12th. Danny Nasir, P13 for him. Lucas Laurel, 3 laps down in 14th. Just trying to keep this one alive. Oh, there we go. Here comes Martin Toth into pit road now. So as soon as these two guys overtake Martin Webster, that will be for the lead, if they can, of course. So a full tank for him. But how quick is a full tank going to be? We're gonna keep our eyes on that mini-map as soon as you see that #1 pop at the top of that mini-map on the tri-oval. We'll see. Oh, there he is. He's come out. Wow, in record time. What a pit stop there. Out on track. How quick can he get up to speed, though? That's the other question. Oh, the other guy's going to come up very fast. Martin Toth might have pulled off an amazing strategic move to stick with the guys. That early pit stop really helped Martin Toth. He gets back on the racing surface in the lead. 4 seconds ahead as well. If Martin Toth... no, doesn't look like if he can get ahead. Who is ahead of him? That is Lance Nasir. Very far ahead. Martin Toth, it worked out for the time being. Unfortunately, though, he's going to get caught up very quickly to Andretta and Partab behind, and then you're going to get your race for the lead. These 3 drivers never won a Daytona. Your only 2 winners, Justin Nasir and this man, Brandon Smith, still eagerly waiting for a caution to come out so he can get bunched up. He's not a lap down, which is very crucial. So he'll be catching up to the field very soon if a caution were to come out. Meanwhile, though, Luca Andretta and Roel Partab working together well. And I will say, I don't want to jinx it, but this year's Daytona 500 has been very clean after we hit that second caution mark. These guys have been very smart. Also helping the fact that the pack has really spread out, so it's really put together what oval racing really is. This is the strategic moves now. This is where you make friends. But once the pack is up together with each other, that's when the carnage ensues. Or that's when the real racing begins. Luca Andretta, Roel Partab working together very well. But the other pack that we're going to be looking at is Dylan Moranti and Charles Wilson. They are 7 seconds behind these guys here. Alfie, personal best there. So... Or we see fastest lap there from Luca Andretta, a 44.850. So the slipstream helping out quite a lot. And they're now closing up big time on the leader. That's just the difference between when you have a partner to dance around with or you're by yourself. Roel Partab pushing along very well. A little of a hard push there. You don't want to push into the corner. But here we go. They're in the slipstream. We're going to go in the rear of Martin Toth. Martin, of course, winning at Charlotte and the Coke 600 last year out. Lead change here. Luke onto the high side. Takes the lead of the Daytona 500. 44.6 to add it as well. Personal best for him and the fastest lap on track. Now, what do they do here? Is it time to battle or is it time to leapfrog and try to push ahead? They're going to collect a couple more drivers up the road, a P10 and 11. That's George Hall and Lance Nasir. So they're going to have a bit of friends here in this one. Meanwhile, Danny Nasir looks like he's coming in for his next pit stop, very offset with the field. Actually, a couple drivers are coming in, looks like. No, that might just be Danny Nasir. It might just looks like Danny Nasir there. First driver early on. But lap 53 of 100. For caution to come out so we can get bunched up. Apologies for that. Just making sure the audio levels are good. As we are in the second half of this race. And I'm not too sure what's going on with Partab, but he's losing the draft. 316. He's pulling. And Martin Webster's doing 320. As a rule, Partab had an issue as he had to lift for something going on ahead of him. I don't know. One thing's for sure, though. Martin Toth and Luca Andretti are going to have some company up ahead. Is this going to be a recipe for disaster? Or are they going to get some more friends to just create a train? We're going to find out. Here we go. Lap traffic ahead, but of course, in oval racing, it's optional if you want to let the car through. You don't have to. That's what the blue flag means. Martin Todd doing very well to hold on to P2 and to stay behind Luca Andretti as they work very hard. Now going up the field. Here we go. What's going to happen here? Getting out of the way is George Hall going on the high side. Lance is here on the low. Both of them going high. Contact just slightly. It looks like they're both able to clear them. And now Lance and George Hall can tuck into the group of leaders as they now collect P13 of Danny Nasir that's now just up the road. A dominant race from Luca and Martin Toth. Who had these two on your bingo card? Really dominating this race, both of them are. Gonna collect Danny very soon. Once again, you're seeing just that pace difference. Meanwhile, though, we're gonna take a look back here. And they've worked up really well. Charles Wilson now is 3.2 behind the leaders. Well, I will say behind Partab. But once they get Partab, they're going to be catching up very soon. If this one stays green, folks, we should be seeing the pack of Wilson and Moranti really catch up in about, I will say, 10 laps. 10, 15 laps if it stays like this. Danny Nasir on the low side. Let's through. Brandon Smith. Trouble. Can he get it back fired up? No, he's retired. Brandon Smith, your defending race winner of Daytona, has called it quits. Oh, that would suck if there's a caution now. Trouble for him. Unfortunate to see him go. A boyhood dream coming true. 365 days ago. Not looking like the same. Meanwhile, though, 2 seconds between Wilson and Partab. Partab now finding a draft buddy in George Hall. Danny Nasir trying to stay ahead with the top two as well, but they're breaking away very quick. But the more cars you have in your pack, the faster your train is going to go. This 2-car pack, as fast as it is, it's not going to be as fast as when these two pick up these two up of the road. Charles and Dylan about to cop a new signing to DEI. His name is Roel Partab, driving the number 10. They're also going to have George Hall is there, in there as well, rocking a custom livery. Custom paint out here. And now that these 4 drivers are going to be together now, I'm going to be assuming they're really communicating with each other. And now Wilson and Moranti on the high side. Oh! There we see Raul going onto the high side. A couple of them bouncing off the wall there momentarily. Oh, once again, a little bit touching the wall. But a 4-car pack we have here. Moranti and Wilson halted just a bit, having to work together to try to get past these guys and go single file. Just about getting it on the high side. They get it. Wow. What a maneuver there from Moranti and Charles to no! Trouble! Can he save it out the wall? Yes, he does, but all that work! Charles Wilson losing out! An awkward bump from Moranti! And Dylan has lost one of the fastest drivers in the top 5! Through no mistake but his own. It stays green, however, single car, and he's able to get it out the wall. Dylan now having to work together with Raul Partab. He is also very quick, but losing out a key player in that chase. That's really going to sting for Wilson. Lap 61 of 101. There you see just in the foreground, Luca Andretta and Martin Toth. Working hard between each other. But he continues to push on. Who is next on the Leaders Tour? That would be Lucas Laurel and Martin Webster. Lucas, wow, take a look at this. These two guys are really racing each other. Martin Webster having a friend here in P9. Once again, man, these guys need a caution to get right back in it. They want this one. 10 seconds between Raul Partab in 3rd and Martin Toth in 2nd. And I guess the battle for the lead, you may call it. But they got themselves a working train. Lance Nasir up the road. They're going to collect him as well. Going to be a 4-car train. And we're going to see now, is that going to be enough? Is that time going to go down?
The corners.
All right, VSC,
yeah,
VSC deployed, VSC deployed. Slow down that pace to 120 kilometers.
Push me.
Pits are closed. Pits are closed. And that's it. That's the caution. Contact between George Hall, Moranti, sparking the 2-car incident. Caution is out. And this is what the pack needed to catch up.
I'm not sure if that was internet or I got pushed.
So remember, guys, no overtaking. And pits are still closed. Pits are closed.
Thank you, Martin. That was a great.
I'm actually surprised we were able to get this many laps in. That's pretty neat.
That was fantastic from you guys. You guys are doing very well. Awesome racing so far, by the way.
Look who's behind me. Daddy's behind me.
I'm back, boy.
What do you know?
So when it, just remember, lap cars will be dealt with after the pit stop phases. So that is after we get everyone bunched up together. I think we're getting a word from... No, don't hear anything just yet.
What?
Who's going back? Klaus, where the hell are you going?
Yeah, I have to brake slowly, otherwise I will just crash.
All right.
Paying attention.
Pits are open. Pits are open.
Hey, Rahul.
Yep.
Was that internet or were you not watching from the stream?
I just caught it towards the end. I'm not too sure.
I have to go back and watch it. I'm not sure if it was internet or George pushed me in the bag, but it's alright. So I have to go back and watch it later.
All good there. So yeah, remember, pits are open now. Pits are open.
Open
so,
the pits.
If I'm reading this right, this is the last pit stop.
Could potentially be.
Save enough fuel, yeah. It's like it should be just enough.
It's telling me 57. If I had 57 liters, I'm going 41 more laps. I don't know if I should believe that or not.
Are we gonna see anyone come in? Interestingly, the top leaders not. Nope, they are.
Oh, everyone's going in. That's
Hey, yo.
Martin's ambitious.
Oh, I forgot, man. I'm trying not to hit people.
Pit road is busy. There we see Luca, Andretti, Martin, Todd. They're gonna be fighting for pit exit supremacy.
Walk to all these drivers, man.
My wrists are cooked.
Gotta turn that FF off.
All right, there we see pit
Also,
road.
It's not even this race. Just 600 laps later.
Nope, we've gone through the map momentarily. There we see the leader. Oh, here we go.
Man,
Luca
Andretti
Andretti just getting ahead.
Oh.
And Charles, you're ahead of. Yep, there you go.
All right, time for chaos to ensue, baby.
Lance Nasir, Danny Nasir, slow down that pace. Lucas as well. Oh, Danny Nasir.
Save up then, Curtis. If you got 0.6.
We're catching up to the field. Why are we slowing down?
No, just saying slow down your pace. Just momentarily, you're going a little too quick. Just for the cars exiting out, they were a little too slow merging back on. Danny, overtake back Lance Nasir.
Curtis, how do you see how many laps you have?
I haven't had.
You're fancy.
Man, bougie things here.
All right.
It's not the most
If I call your name, you are allowed to overtake, and I get your lap back.
We lost Mr. Smith. He was a good driver.
Did you pit, Curtis?
Where's the leader?
On the front stretch.
You are the leader, Luca.
Oh, I didn't know.
Danny, you can overtake on the outside. Let lap cars by on the outside. Danny Nasir, you can go. I'm checking.
Lance,
You are not, Lance. You are not.
Whoopsie
Watch the
daisy.
checks up. Watch the checkups, guys. Let's keep it 120. Lucas, you can overtake. Martin Webster, hold for a second. I'm just gonna let you know. Martin, you are good. You are good. You're fine.
Are we going green? Are we going green on this lap?
Let me do my job first, and I'll let you know. Pretty
All
please.
right, fine.
George, you can overtake. George, you can overtake. So, under caution.
Yes, he told you.
As soon as we see this, guys, as soon as we see the lap cars get packed right back up with the field, I'll let you know when we go green. Should be one more lap.
So pits are open then.
Yep, they're still open.
Okay, thanks.
I need some Dome's back pain reliever.
How much laps am I back?
Just checking that for you. Hold on. 3 laps.
Okay.
Who's 3 laps back?
B12, you're catching up to the field. Danny, you're catching up.
Okay, new racing line found.
How much laps am I allowed to get back?
Just 1, so you're now staying behind the field now.
Okay.
Couple drivers entering in pit road. Lance Nasir in there. Dylan Moranti. So this lap we will go green. This lap.
And these breakers squeaky.
Because the car's so heavy.
Oh, it's
We see
unfortunate.
pit exit between Danny Nasir and Lance Nasir.
And I got the good wrench.
There we see Moranti coming out now. They'll be following behind Lance Nasir. So make sure when you're exiting pits, you're behind the pack ahead. You're not going to overtake them.
Yellow flag.
Oh, Alfie.
Yeah, we had a lot of racing action in turn 1 there.
Yeah, if you want to just like get back your position there. If that was a mistake.
Luca, let's work together.
Of course, man.
The outfit just slap back in.
Whoa!
What die?
Get up here.
Oh, Martin
Whoa,
Webster.
Martin. Whoa!
How have you caused more incidents under yellow than green?
Question.
Welcome to CMR.
Yeah, I was about to say, welcome to CMRSC.
Alright, we're gonna go green this time by, so get ready for the command very soon. Let's start catching up to the car ahead.
Ready for chaos.
1 car length max.
Don't touch, Danny, only sniff.
Alright, lap 67 of 101. You guys had a great, clean stint there. Let's see if we can go for one last stint to the end. And hopefully I don't have to talk to you again.
Not a chance.
Get ready. Here we go! For the restart. Green, green, green. Back underway. And the pack in the background. Looking very heated. But here we go. Back under racing speed. Let's listen to these machines go. All right, let's go racing, boys. Funny number complete. Here we go. All the pack is up together. They had a long time where they were all by them lone selves. Now they have friends again. Oh, and maybe not for long. On the apron, there is Lucas. He gets it back going. Shake that off and let's go back. Oh, contact is made. Alfie. On the side, Luca and Tretta, can we find him? Yes, they are! Alfie's gonna have to return back onto the track safely. Just about does. All the drivers wreck avoidance. Top tier. But both of them getting it wrong. With lap 70. 31 laps to go here at the 500. We're coming down to the end of it, folks. Who is going to win it here today? So many drivers out here who we can all say they deserve it. Martin Toth, Roel Partab, Charles Wilson. Just to name a few, man. So these are the hard racers. Hold on a second. Contact!
And there goes Valvoline. Like I said, 40
Martin
laps.
Toth, please watch the aggression. Please watch the aggression. We still have 30 laps to go. Long way. Long way to go, guys. So a little bit dicey and feisty. Martin Toth is. But now the number 18 is leading it. And Moranti has a large train behind him of all the cars that's been collected early on in some of the incidents. Robot top on the outside. Martin Webster going to switch over to the outside as well, followed by Luca Andretta. Curtis Gregory is going to be pushing that number 29 onto the inside. As they go into 3, Luca Andretta on the outside, trying to make it work by his lone self. Not looking like he's able to clear the inside there. A little bit of contact, door-to-door action. They still look good. Still 3 wide across the line. Almost trying to go 3 by 3. Oh my goodness, it's not gonna end well. More contact. Roel Pratab now on by himself on the high side. Everyone else tucking down low. Meanwhile, anything could happen with this pack here. If this one goes wrong, you got those cars in the rear end, the tail end of the field. Bevan, Webster, Nasir, both of the Nasirs up there as well. all up in there. Could fight for position. There we see Andretti trying to go to the high side. Trying to make it work. That high side is working out well, but how much momentum until that inside train just goes past you. Webster trying to follow. That's a hard hit in the wall. Marlon Young loving the action in the chat. Crowd is going berserk out here at Daytona. Loving the racing so far. Charles in the number 8. P1 followed by Martin Toth, P2. In the Jack Daniels, that is Klaus in 3rd. Doing very well to march back up this order. Andretti now leads the car pack of 4 behind him. In the background, 2 by 2 in the tail end of the field, battling to stay in the top 10. Ooh, Lucas, I should say. A little bit squirrely. Corner entry. Oh, wow. Pack racing at its finest, I will say. And now, ooh, there we see Dylan having a bit of company there on the high side with Gregory and Partab. On the low side, though, that looks like where the party's all about. Ooh, there we see. Pinching up there is Klaus. But this is your battle for the lead. Charles got to put on his prime Dale Earnhardt Jr. here and defend. Very hard. Moranti now on the outside. Both of the DEI cars leading 1 and 2. Klaus switching out to the high side, goes back down low. Who do you follow at this stage? That inside line looking like very well. Contact! Car in the air! Yellow. Virtual safety car.
Do a cartwheel.
I got past all that without taking anything.
In the catch fence goes Moranti! Wow! Carnage! That one we didn't expect. Was that anyone's fault, or was that... Oh man, what just broke down here?
I ain't real sure.
All right, yeah, just to break that down, that was not your guys' fault.
I know, I died.
Your car pulled off your its best Lightning McQueen impression and tried to ride the wall. You didn't even get touched either. That's just unfortunate. Me? No, you didn't get touched. That was the wall.
Martin was inside. Martin held my hand into my cockpit. I saw him enter.
What?
I didn't give him permission. He opened my door and he entered my cockpit.
Actually, I think that is what happened. I'm looking at the replay here. Yeah, he kind of just said hello to you. He's at peekaboo.
I don't know what happened to me. I was leading. Next thing I know, I was pointed at the inside wall.
Pits are open. Pits are open.
I'm assuming that's gonna put me a lap down that hole, right? So I got teleported.
No, you're not.
Oh, really?
You're actually on the lead lap, so because the game teleported you by itself, it doesn't put you a lap down.
Okay, perfect. I know that happened to me at Long Beach when we were in the MC race.
If everyone is good on fuel, I could let through these lap cars now, and we can go racing very soon.
Wait for me, I'm coming.
All right.
Okay, can I go?
Danny, you can go. Lucas, you can go.
Attempt number 2, Curtis.
Yeah. It's fun as hard.
Come on, why is Lucas passing me, man? Lucas is behind me.
Yeah.
The guy in the yellow car, why is he passing me?
Yeah, you can overtake, but Danny, you gotta get a move on as well. Once you guys get back up to the field, and make sure you're ahead. If you want to swap now or till you get to the tail end.
Stop intimidating y'all, buddies.
So next lap we will go racing. But so far though, you guys had some very clean racing with netcode really just causing that.
Yeah.
I'm still on lead lap, right?
Yes, you are.
Lance for the win.
These guys drive like kamikaze pilots.
All right, we're gonna close the pits. We're gonna close the pits.
When everyone wrecks, you just drive on by.
When we're going green?
Hopefully.
Negative.
Oh, wrong gear.
Alright, let me see how many laps of fuel I have after I cross the start finish.
Alright, 13 and 14. Let's slow that pace down.
You're short, Pit.
Curtis still right my bumper, buddy.
Oh, careful there, Lucas.
Alright, so Danny, you can overtake the number 7, the car ahead of you. Since you had the position.
Again.
All right, since we're all together, we're gonna let you guys go in the back straight. So back straight, we're gonna go green. So be ready on my command as you guys are exiting turn 2.
No, hit me, Curtis.
So be ready for the restart this time, bye.
Danny! No touch.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna speed this one up. We're gonna get these cars back racing. We love the action.
To you.
All right, guys, single file, single file, single file. Catch up to the car ahead, catch up to the car ahead, and get ready. Single file, single file, single file.
The brakes.
Green flag, green flag. Back underway. Once again, here we go. We're gonna take it onto the back straight this time. Trying to get a nice angle. There we go, 3 wide in the back. They have a lot more space to play around with as opposed to the tri-oval section. Lucas off the surface. Got it all wrong. Let's go back to the leader. So Andretti now inherits back the race lead, followed by Martin Toth, Martin Webster, Rule par tab. A lot of drivers filing up. They're all single file as they now enter lap 78 of the 500. Oh, big push there coming from Rule par tab. On to Martin Webster. Martin now a lone duck now on that high side. Nobody to help him. Entering the back straight now, side by side. Martin Webster trying to tuck in just about, but Rule is going to take it to the high side now against Martin Toth. Martin Toth and Luca Andretti. I don't know what pace they got, but they were able to break away when they're by themselves. So we're going to see what happens here. If they can somehow get away from this pack, that's going to be step 1. But Luca Andretti dominates this one so far, trying to block lap 79. We're coming down to the final 5th of this race. On board, this is what that mid-pack is looking like, or I should say the front pack. That's now engaged with the mid-pack. See, Webster, little bit of lag there. Couple checkups here and there. Contact! Rule per tab behind the wall. Does he save it? Yes, he does, just about. Gonna lose the momentum, though. He's gonna fall behind big time. But he's gonna get picked up by that rear field in the back of Moranti, Gregory, Lance Nasir, George Hall. Trying to find something up there, but we look back up to the lead pack. 21 laps to go from the 500. Daytona, the 3rd annual race. 5 cautions in, and the racing still getting good. Single file now. Who wants to attack first? That's the real question. Crowd's loving it. On the high side, there goes the number 8. Trying to find something. As the bump drafting really working like a charm. Oh, wiggling, getting it all wrong though. Alfie probably getting a hard bump from Martin Webster. Able to keep this one alive though. Charles now really trying to fight hard to try to just separate Luca and Martin Toth as they're trying to work together to separate each other from the field. Wilson, can he take a career first race win in CMRSC? He will be one of 2 drivers to win in their debut if he can pull this off in the 500. 20 laps. We're going to enter 19 laps to go here at Daytona. This race going on for over an hour and 18 minutes. Non-stop action. Looking through the order now. There you see Webster and Alfie going to want to work together. This 4-car pack. Oh, getting it wrong. George Hall, Lance Nasir off the track as well. Danny Nasir just about getting out there. And they're free. Lead pack not to bother them. We stay green. George Hall in the pits, looks like. Yep. Back through the field here. And I see P9 in the grass. That's Klaus. Trouble. Oh, just about gets it back on the track. George Hall, our 5th retirement in this 500. Unfortunate to see him go. Really good campaign here early on. And especially coming towards the end there. But lap 83 now, Martin Webster and Alfie Bevan now in the pack, fighting for the lead. This 3-car pack, though, Gregory, Moranti, and Partab really fighting it out. Meanwhile, though, I think we got to take our eyes and keep them on this battle up ahead. There we see Luca Andretti trying to take it 3 wide as Alfie on the outside tries to swoop for the lead, and he gets it. New race leader, Alfie Bevan, who took pole position here. He was the man who started this race on pole, and now coming to the end of it, he's leading the 500. Coming to the end of this race. I think I can now read back that chat comment somebody made there. Mr. Bevan, a wild comeback, and he's done it again. He's up there. 3 wide for the lead. Martin Toth, slingshot engaged, takes the lead momentarily. He's on the high side. Can he close that gap, though? No, he cannot. Here comes Andretti. The racing's getting spicy. Trying to pinch it. Cannot. Luca gets in there. Now, Toth on the high side, suffering. Oh, contact is made. Wow. Caution's out, VSC, VSC, VSC.
Hypercar does not touch me. Oh, Martin's dead.
Virtual safety car deployed. So reduce that pace down to 120. Pits are closed, pits are closed.
Man, somebody
And
hit
they're
me while
still
I'm down
going.
there. Come on.
I can't see.
Martin,
Sorry, bro. I had steering damage.
Steering damage from Partab.
Come back, I'm glad you made it.
Martin was being way too aggressive for lap 85. Like, this ain't no F1 race.
Class the yellow's out, the yellow's out. Slow down. Just let through the 2 cars behind you there.
Did not hear that.
All good.
Someone was talking to me in the back.
What is it that caused the caution? 3 cars wiped out, I got wiped out again. All suspension, everything damaged, 3 cars pile up, you don't call a caution. What is it that you look for
out the
caution?
way.
I'm 3 laps down again.
It was out the way of the front pack. That was a crash into the rear end of the field.
So only the front pack got priority, we're back in iRacing.
No.
That is stupid. So the guys in front are okay, they're winning, that's fine. 3 of us mash up in the back, that's okay because we're in the back.
No, it's if you guys are able. There's been a lot of crashes at the front pack as well, but they've been able to.
My suspension is mashed up, my steering is crossway and I'm limping back, trying to get to the pits.
All right, understood.
Because
Understood.
No, you don't understand.
Okay, am I on the lead lap?
We'll check in a moment. Pits are open. Pits are open now.
In the lead lap, or else I'll mash everybody up. Because if they can do it to me and get away with it, I should do it.
There have been incidents at the front pack as well, but they've been able to get out the way of the other cars and not obscuring the field. So it's not the front pack. It's mainly if there are cars that are in the middle of the racetrack with other cars coming up behind.
Yeah, because
Martin running into the back of me now in a caution.
That he was in the middle of spinning out there.
But that's not my problem. The caution. Is he stupid?
He was spinning. He was spinning. He couldn't control his car. That was the reason why the caution came out. He was the one who lost control of his car.
He's talking now. 5 seconds ago, he's running into the back of me.
All right, so
things
getting a little too heated
and just kept on going because we straightened it back up. I understand that.
How's it looking, Rahul?
Just looking at the order now.
Where did Martin Webster come from? Up in P2.
All right, Danny, you can overtake. Danny, you can go past.
Martin Webster? He's still in this race?
Yeah, he's up in P2.
How the hell did he get to P2?
I don't know. He just showed up.
Because we all just
Smart.
Lucas, you can go. Lucas, you can go past.
Denny Hamlin is notorious for winning at Daytona, so.
I tell you, that guy's got something in his pocket, man.
He's going for it.
He always, at the end, it's all like, what the heck? Where did he come from? He was nowhere around in the race.
Oh, that's
It's like he disconnects from that.
All right.
Martin special.
Now, I'm going to let you guys know now. Lap 87 of 101. There are no overtimes in Assetto Corsa, unfortunately. So, we're going to call it at lap 95. Anything past lap 95, that's an incident. I don't think we could restart without carnage going on. Because if it's going to be a reset, it would be a 1 to go. And we've all seen how that's really transpired.
500 moment.
Okay, can we get the order here and make sure everything is correct?
The order is correct. And we're going to go racing on the back straight. The back straight once more. So 11th, Danny, you're catching up to the field. 12th, Lucas, you're catching up now.
Don't drive into the back of me, please, guys. If you
So
want
pits are
to
closed,
pass,
pits are closed.
find a way around.
Understood, Lance?
Yes, Raul.
Back straight, back straight.
I don't want anybody driving into the back of me.
What, Curtis?
I'm really hoping that autoclub wreck doesn't happen because that one guy just did not go.
You're gonna need a person specific that one wreck.
You know that one. You know that one.
Oh, of course.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No, I think somebody like missed a gear on the start and wrecked the whole field.
In real life?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to switch it. 98. Lap 98. There'll be no more cautions after lap 98. We'll be able to have some space. So get ready for the restart now. Get ready. Catch up to the car ahead. Single file.
That Martin, stop wiggling around the track, man. Jesus.
Green flag, green flag. Back underway once more. Lap 88 of 101. We go green. And, oh, car off! 2 cars off! That is Curtis and Klaus taking the road course route out the way. We stay green now. And here we go. Back to racing speed once more. Lap 89 of 101. I want to keep this thing green to the very end. Oh, contact at the bottom. Oh, no. Can they keep it alive? I don't think so. Yellow, yellow, yellow. That's the big one. That's the big one.
You guys are all stupid. What
guys,
the fuck?
we can't
what
be.
What the hell was that?
Luca, please, language. Guys,
Yeah,
we have a long way. You don't need to be racing like that.
Who was that went below the yellow?
At what speed, Rahul?
120. 120. Alright, I think we can just bunch this pack up. We'll let lap cars through once more. And we'll try to get this one going.
That was a big one.
Any lap cars.
Yeah, first of
Danny
all,
can
no
go, Danny can
overtaking
go.
under the yellow line. Like, what the hell was that? And then also Martin, like, Toth, bro. There was no space for a car.
Lance.
Why are you squeezing yourself
Look,
through?
if you guys want to have that kind of action-packed racing, do it on the final lap. That's the only time I'm just going to say, if you want to try some
Don't
moves...
encourage it.
If you want to try some moves going 3 wide, the final lap is really the best time to do so. It's not now. This is still a long way to go.
4 wide.
Don't
Lucas,
listen
you
to
can go
Rahul.
past. Lucas, you
Never
can
happen.
overtake on the outside. Everyone else would be caught up.
Rahul, don't encourage a 3 wide.
Okay. Don't do it near Dylan.
Is Luca lower a lap down?
That's real life, Curtis.
I think everyone should have been passed. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You got another birthday, Klaus?
I'm 60 right now.
Oh, come on. I thought you had a birthday earlier this year.
That's how that works, Lance. You get one every year.
All right, Danny, you're catching up. You're catching up now. You're just now 1 lap behind.
So we're gonna green again on the back straight, correct?
Front straight.
Front straight, alright.
Thank you, Jesus.
All right.
I just hope
No warming up those tires. No weaving. Don't need anyone spinning up for no reason.
No over anxious guys running into the back of people, please.
Lucas, you're catching up to the field. You are now 2 laps down. Danny, you are just 1 lap down as well. All right, get ready very soon for the restart. Bunch back up once more. Once again, guys, don't need any stupid kind of racing coming towards the end here.
I agree.
Long way to go. Over 10 laps, guys. That's a long time. Let's keep this one fun, fair, and clean to the end now. Get ready. Here we go. Green, green, green. Back under racing speed again. Here we go. Roll, get an amazing gap. Oh my goodness, it's already started. Lance this here. Martin Webster in the infield there. And Martin Toth very aggressive on the restart here. Trying to go to the inside, just about gets to the inside. 2 by 2. For the lead there, it's Moranti who leads us off. Lance Nasir still trying to find his way back up. There we go. But Charles now taking the lead there from Moranti. Moranti on the inside, going to try to take it. Roll Portab smart to stay out of it. Don't want to go 3 wide early on here. All that 3 wide racing is for the very end, where you have fun. Oh, but looks like Martin Toth says, I want to have fun now. Oh, a little bit aggressive there in the middle, trying to keep it alive. Takes the lead, Martin Toth. He's going for the gaps. You got to be smart. If you're going to take it 3 wide, you got to be smart where you plan your overtakes. That's for sure. I'm going to keep running out of fingers if Alfie keeps getting these comebacks. LOL. I agree, man. Alfie's been having a great one. 3 wide there once again for the lead. Now, roll for tab, touching the wall. Oh, can Charles save it? Just about. Wow, props to you there, sir. Save it and keep this one alive. Lap 92 of 101. Back up to the lead now. Moranti, P3. Partab second. And Toth first. Coming down to the end of it now as they stay single file. Raul goes to the outside. Tries to see if he can make a maneuver there. Has the momentum, possibly try to sweep in. Yes, he does. Toth tucks back in. Moranti now. Luca up back into this battle. Here comes Alfie as well. He's up there as well. That's your top 5. All going for it. On board with Dylan Moranti. A little bit of a hard push coming from Alfie to Luca there. More contact. Oh, Danny into the wall slightly. Gets back in it though. Still alive. .6:30 Eastern Standard Time. IRL here. Very late, one of our longest races, but the most enjoyable as we're coming down to the very end of it. Is the crowd loving it? Hello? I think they are. But the top 4 tucking back in with each other single file 2 by 2. In the background, Charles and Alfie leading the charge as they try to enter themselves back in this pack. Remember, for position, you're not allowed to overtake under the yellow. Just keep that in mind. Letting the drivers know what's legal and what isn't. 3 wide in the back. Lucas not even fighting for position. He just wants to try to get in there. Oh, but it's contacted the wall. No! Tries to get it. Contact once again. Have they kept it alive? Has Klaus kept it alive? Yes, he has. Lap 96. contact is made there. Roll per tap. Door to door with Martin Toth. That looks like your top 5 that could be in it to win it here today. Unless a caution comes out, then it's going to repack up the field. Hard bump there from Toth. As we see Alfie Bevan. Alfie Bevan is actually leading. I did not even notice that. On the high side. Trying to tuck in. Cannot. No space. Really trying to push the limits. Toth on the outside. 3 wide across the line. Lap 97. 5 to go. Here at Daytona. Now Martin Toth suffering on the outside, but it looks like even when you don't have a slipstream, it's still able to work out for him. Tucks back in though. Luca Andretti, Dylan Moranti on the tail end of this field needs to work something out. This is the top 5 that we're just going to watch to the very end. Don't see anyone catching up yet. Charles is the only driver who's by his lone self, really trying to see if he can make something work. He needs one of these cars to get out of contention. But Alfie, Partab, side by side of the line, more contact. Door to door, keeping this one going. Martin Toth, no, it's contact! Trying to find the door! Raul, trying to save it! Oh my god, foot down! Lap 98, car into the catch fence, but we stay green! So unfortunate, cannot restart this one! No time whatsoever. Lot of cars off. I think we gotta call it. Lot of cars off the racing surface. Lap 98, they got the warning. We gave them the warning and that happened there. Lap 99 of 101 and we're down to 2. I don't know how to feel about that one towards the end there. Martin Toth really caused that one towards the end, but lot of review there. And just because it's a one-off race doesn't mean race bans are not in effect. But we're really coming down to it between these two men here. Dylan Moranti, who has just raced 2 Daytona 500s, 2 nights in a row, back-to-back, coming here today to see if he can win the big one in CMRSC. Luca Andretti, the face that runs the place here. He won the last last 2 championships. He was the one who won the NASCAR Cup Series championship early on last year. 2 to go, actually. My mistake here, folks. And it's really come down to these two. Martin Toth by himself, Curtis Gregory, Webster, Bevan, Raul Partab. Wow. Almost basically robbed there of a 5-car finish. With drivers just trying to take the show early on, but you got to be patient. And Luca and Moranti stayed in it to the very end. Lots of retirements. They're calling it quits towards the end of this race. But here we go. White flag, a white flag, 1 to go at Daytona. Save the complaining for another day. It's Luca Andretti versus Dylan Moranti. Is it going to be the number 99 of Carl Edwards? Is it going to be the number 29 of Kevin Harvick? Who is winning the 2024 Daytona 500 virtual? Luca still staying tucked in though. Only 1 car to worry about. It's the car ahead. Dylan is a sitting duck here. Really get out the blend where he blocks. Luca on the high side. Little bit of lifts. Gonna want to tuck in as soon as possible. They're on the front straight now. Here we go. The monster run coming from Luca Andretti. Here we go. Side by side to the line. Get Dylan all done. No, he cannot. Luca Andretti wins the Daytona 500 virtual. What a finish. Smart maneuver towards the end there. Drivers coming across the line. What a finish there. Ladies and gentlemen, wow. Coming to the very end of it. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a race. But it is Luca Andretti. We're waiting for the official word on that finish. It definitely looked like Luca inched ahead. Incredible. What a damn race. Unfortunate we didn't see the 5 cars work to the very end. But wow, what a race. What a race. Curtis Gregory's gonna be happy with himself. Alright, just double checking the finish, just to make sure.
Luca got it.
Yeah, it did look like Luca got it. Just double checking it here.
He was half a car length ahead.
Wow.
Oh, I survived.
Yep, just give us a moment.
Oh.
Wow, what a race. Luca Andretti, your unofficial race winner. But the stewards are looking at the incident that caused 5 cars to go off. Who was it? So if it was one single man doing the work, Steven, he can't get getting away with these. I agree, man. We're gonna review the tape to the very end here. And we're just gonna watch the top 3. So, one moment, folks, but I think the podium might be changing. It is. All right, the official result is in. In 3rd place, taking a time penalty will be Martin Toth, taking him out the top 3 for that final incident for just the careless driving. Curtis Gregory, you are moved up into 3rd place here. Unofficial as we look at it on the stream. More investigations we'll have to look at, but first say right now, Curtis, what a damn race! Oh my god! Curtis, man, that was incredible. Take it away, bro. How was that?
Okay, so coming into this race, I had a feeling that I probably had one of the best cars. As soon as I saw that it was open setup, I spent that, I think, 2 hours just perfecting the setup, and it worked. It definitely worked. I know I caught up to Lucas and got his draft when it was a push. Like, the middle of the race didn't mean much, but definitely proved that the car was good, and I think it had like yellow damage all around, so the car was good. If I had a bit better luck, maybe I could have battled for the win there, but alas, the crash. So I was really good pushing. I know I was able to push Klaus really good, Dylan really good, and Charles a little bit towards the end. It was a lot of fun. I mean, with this league, it seems like there's always a crash toward the end, just like Talladega last year. But yeah, with that luck, I was able to get 3, so that's nice.
Nice indeed.
Yeah, good race.
That was a fun one towards the end, no matter what, though. And happy to see you on the podium. Congratulations on that P3. And of course, these races are 4 points as well. So that was a good one. That was a good one for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And in P2, which is going to decide the race win, it was 82 thousandths of a second for that finish, with Luca Andretti coming out on top there. But before we get to our race winner, Dylan, I'm going to talk to you. Those last couple laps, you had your heart in your mouth, and somehow you found yourself with 5 cars around you to just 1. Dylan, that was a chaotic one from start to finish, especially for you. You went back and forth. You met and battled everyone in this field at least once, and you come home to finish P2. Take it away. Dylan, how was that race?
Little depression after losing the first place 14 thousandths in the Daytona 500 before I joined this one. And it was the same exact scenario. It was 1 car drag race until the end, and I lost both races.
Wow.
But you know, typical Daytona. I have more than enough experience to understand that the way that we were racing the front, there was going to be some sort of wreck at the end. So Luke and I were just waiting in the back for the wreck to happen, and there. It happened. So we wrecked. They wrecked, and we just drove on by, and that was that.
Nothing really much to say there for you as well. Like, overall, though, I think we just gotta look back at that race entirely, though. Like, I just can't get enough how you work together very well with a couple of these drivers here. Especially, I want you to answer this question for me. Who is your favorite to work with? Because in this race, you have worked with one person in that top 7. Who is your favorite to work with?
I don't even know if I can pick a favorite, man. Brandon, it sucks that he, I don't know what happened to him, but I know he wrecked and left. We were moving because I had the most confidence with him, pushing him, because I've been racing with him for so long, and I was just pushing him the whole track. And then Charles, it sucks what happened to him, man. He was quick all night, and then he ended up in a wreck, but he was fun to work with. And then Curtis, he was just pushing me amazingly all night as well. So all 3 of those guys, they just did an amazing job.
Indeed, man. That was awesome racing from you. Unfortunate towards the very end, but still, congratulations on the P2 regardless.
Thank you.
And in P1, I want to make a quote from Steven Pommels in the chat. He can't keep getting away with this. Luca Andretti, you take your first virtual race win. You take the Daytona 500. That was also a great race from you as well. Early on, we saw you controlling the field. Towards the very end here, where you bid your time, you got to the very end, you took that race win right at the line. Luca, take it away. How was that for you?
Fun race, very fun. Definitely some. It was an emotional roller coaster, I guess. But it is NASCAR. So don't get too sad if you're in the back of the field, because you'll be able to catch up to the front. All you got to do is just be smart, choose your, basically choose the gaps that are there, and don't get caught up in big battles, because as Dylan said at the end there, we knew that Martin Toth. I'm saying we because basically we were communicating. So yeah. We knew that Martin Toth would be just absolutely aggressive as usual, and just squeeze people off and stuff. So we just stayed behind, and we were waiting for finally the moment where someone would just die. And someone did die. So yeah, and then it was just us two to the line. And during the race, I apologized to Alfie at the start. That was I'd say it's my fault, because I did cause the contact, but that's up to the stewards. And also at the end of the race, I also apologize to Alfie for coming down to the yellow line a bit, but I didn't mean to contact him either. But besides that, it was just lots of back and forth. I had a few incidents here and there. There was a big crash where I was looking to the sky, looking to the stars, just admiring blue. I couldn't see the road, I couldn't see anything. I just car up. I don't know. But we got out of it, and we fought our way back to the front. And yeah. Oh, and also, I was supposed to run today's race with Hayden, but he did not show up. I have no clue why. He was hyped, he made a setup. He said he was going to make liveries, and now he's not here. Great. And he was going to take over strategy, and I just came in here. All right, I have a setup. I drive. I don't know. So, yeah.
Damn. Well,
that's it. He's a lot of talk. He's a wimp. It's a lot of talk and no action. I am saying it. He always shoots his mouth off, and he always posts stuff.
Well,
but he never shows up.
Maybe one day.
He never shows up, and the real thing happens.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll see what happens there. But overall, Luca, that was a fantastic race from you. Regardless, a bit of a chaotic one as always, but. Overall, though, I will say, in terms of this entire race, that was a lot more cleaner than we've definitely had in past Daytona races, so very happy for that. Overall, though, congratulations. Remember, this is race 1 of 4 in the Virtual Crown series, so good points to you, which you'll be seeing those points very soon. But yeah, that is going to conclude the Daytona 500 virtual. The next race in this championship will be the end of May for the Indianapolis 500 virtual. That should be just as fun as this. But yeah, that's gonna do it here for us today. Probably the last question that is on everyone's mind: what is next for Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club? That will be answered very, very soon. You will learn about that in just 1 day's time.
Oh.
So be hyped for it.
All right. I can't sleep tonight. Come on, Rebel. I can't sleep tonight, man.
Take a break. You guys deserve a long break. We had a fantastic
I need a long break.
GT3 championship, and after this race as well, a lot of good racing.
Screenshots will work.
Time to just take the night off.
Just say it, man, and put the track up and let people get a practice.
Gonna have to wait.
All right, good racing, guys.
But good racing, guys.
Did we almost race for 2 hours?
Yep.
Yeah.
What the
Jesus.
It's 100 laps. So yeah.
It felt like
the stream here. I'm gonna let them have their little chat there. But yeah, that was a race and a half there. What action-packed racing we witnessed here today. Wow, just wow. A lot of incidents, but nothing to really spark too much controversy, I will say as well. But overall, though, that was a fantastic race. I stayed up to find out for the next race. Well, what can I hint? All right, I'll hint this. The next race, the next championship will... Let's be smart with my words. Single make series. There you go. Single make. That's how you get. Tomorrow, you guys are going to get the full story. Make sure to join our Discord. But overall, though, thank you so much for viewing the stream. And I believe we may have hit a milestone here today. We have, ladies and gentlemen, Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, 500 subscribers. Wow. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Wow, 500 for this one. Incredible. You guys are the best. I mean, starting back off, humble beginnings. This was the race that started this commentary off to really get this channel on its feet. So I'd like to thank myself. No, I'm just joking. The show is the drivers you see on your screen here. It's everyone that races every single week who's passionate about sim racing and passionate about Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, and that's what we love. This past championship has been fantastic racing. This Daytona 500 virtual has been the cleanest we've had all year long. All out of the 3 races, this is the best one. So what a race. We're gonna end it off here though. No trailer just yet. Tomorrow though, stay online for something real special. Live on the YouTube channel. Check out the poster. This next championship is going to be a lot closer than anything else you've ever seen. Good night.